4, 3, 2, 1.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good afternoon to teachers, guests, and participants. Welcome back to the 4th International Creative Creators Playground at Sekolah Sri Putri 2024. I am Rahadatul Aish binti Muhammad, your host for today. We are glad to announce that for this year's ICCP, we have participants from other countries such as Thailand, Turkey, Philippines, India, and Indonesia. It is lovely to have all of you here with us. Not to forget the teachers, principals, and students from Thailand, Turkey, Philippines, Indonesia, and India that are here with us today. We hope with the participants of various countries, we will create a great bond between countries and learn about each other's ideas and creativity at the end of the day. Before we move on to the digital animation workshop, I would like to notify all participants that there will be a Google form provided at the end of the workshop for all participants to fill in as proof of attendance. For the participants that fill in the attendance form, you will receive a digital certificate for attending the workshop. The link for the Google form will be provided in the chat box. Now, it's the time to start the workshop on animation, and with us here today is our expert guest speaker, Puan Asmawati Ahmad, a certificate Apple Professional Learning Specialist (APLS) and actively involved in Apple Professional Learning Malaysia as a learning consultant. She has a rich professional history dating back to the year 2000, with extensive expertise in both the education and multimedia industries, experienced in diverse areas including business development, instructional design, particularly in e-learning and training. Not only that, Puan Asmawati is also a trainer for teachers and students on the development of multimedia teaching and learning content using iPad. She also provides instructional design service to develop e-learning content for corporate training. Her clients include teachers, students, Ministry of Education, AMDAC, AEU, ILSAS, Chucky, AADK, and few more organizations. With her excellent professional experience, we can't wait to gain knowledge from her for this workshop. Without further ado, please welcome Puan Asmawati.
Thank you, Rahadatul Aish, for the introduction. I'll just briefly introduce again myself. I'm Asmawati Ahmad. Students here call me Cikgu, although I'm actually not a teacher, but I've been in the education industry for quite some time, and I've been working on the multimedia in education. So I'm here today as an Apple Professional Learning Specialist, certified by Apple. So I'll be sharing on digital animation for creators. So the sharing today will be very much focusing on Keynote, the use of app Keynote and also iMovie. If time permits, I will just go through a little bit on other apps that you may also use to create your content. Right, so without further ado, I would like to share again the link to download the workbook. Is the screen being displayed now? Okay, so can you see the QR code? All right. Okay, so for those who have not downloaded the workbook, if you like to work on the hands-on activities together, we can you do it together. And please download the workbook first. All right. So because I've already included some of the materials there to make it easier for you and to save time. If not, we'll have to create from scratch. All right. I believe this is also shared. It has been shared in the Telegram group, so you can also refer back to the Telegram group and download it there. Because I'm going to proceed. Yeah. Okay. So before we start, I would like to share a sample content that I've created solely using Keynote and also iMovie in this case. I've also added a little bit of clips. I've used a little bit of clips for the introduction part, for the intro, and also I didn't use GarageBand in this example, but if you are very good in music, because I'm not that good in music, so if you're very good in music and you might want to explore GarageBand, so you can create your own original sound and music. All right, so let's watch this video. It's just a short video. Your video would be about 5 minutes duration, right? So mine is just about less than 2 minutes, just for an example. Can you hear the sound of this video? Let me just double check if. Can you hear the sound? The sound is not coming out. Let me try again. Hold on, give us a moment.
Sebab sound dekat sini. Try. Okay, try.
Can you hear the sound? No. All right, that's unfortunate. Okay, so it's okay. I'll just play the video, although it's without the sound, and it'll give less impact. So, but I also have the QR code ready in the next slide. So after this, you may want to actually scan the QR code and watch it from the YouTube channel, from my YouTube channel. Yeah. So I'll just play one more time. Just enjoy the animation without the sound. That's a bit unfortunate for today, but I hope we'll get the gist of it. So it's supposed to be a story about this village. They are solely dependent on a well. Okay, so until one day the well became dry. So there's this young lady who came back from the city, and I believe she's an engineer. So she shares her idea and work it out together with the villagers. I have to narrate it myself. Yeah, well, if not, you won't get the story of it. All right, so they all work on it together. All right, there's a narration there, so so they work on it together, and in months' time, they managed to create or complete the water system for the village. So you see, there's animation there. These are all done in Keynote, yeah. Okay, we've also have 3D object here, which you can use. You can now include 3D object in Keynote. So finally, the village has a clean water supply, a stable and a sustainable water supply. So her name is Rina. So Rina is very pleased and felt satisfied with what she has done. All right, so that's about it. Just a short video. Okay, so you can watch it again on the YouTube. So you can scan this QR code, watch it again on my YouTube channel. I've also have other contents also, and some tutorials for some skills. So you can also explore further if you wish to. Right, so let's go straight to the skills that we'll need to work on today. Yeah? So I would like to see in the chat if any of you has never used Keynote at all. maybe you've seen it, maybe you've opened it, but you've never really actually explored the animation that can be done in Keynote. Is there any of you who are not familiar with Keynote? You can give your feedback in the chat on YouTube. All right. Because if there are people who are not familiar with Keynote, I will have to go through a bit on the um, basics of Keynote. Okay, if everyone is familiar with it, I can just skip that part. There are some, yeah. All right, so I guess I'll just go through a bit on what is Keynote. Yeah, what's Keynote all about? Okay, so if you so this is the icon for Keynote. If you see on the screen, yeah, this is the icon for Keynote. Okay, so this, if you want to access Keynote from iPad, if let's say you couldn't find where's Keynote, you can just use your spotlight. Yes, just drag from the middle of the screen and then just type Keynote. So it shows you the icon, then just tap on it and it opens your Keynote. Because right now I'm opening my Keynote, so it opens straight away to my presentation. So Keynote is basically a presentation app. Yeah, you can use it for presentation, similar to other presentation apps available, but Keynote is much more special in the sense of you can actually create animations, total animation video just from Keynote. All right. So hold on, yeah. Let me just. Okay. So to those who are not familiar with Keynote, when you open your Keynote, you'll see your screen. Yeah, you'll see on the top left. You'll see the name of your file. You can change that name of the file. I'll show you hands on. All right. So here is my file, creating animated content using iPhone at the top left. Yeah. Okay. And if I want to change the name of the file, I can just press rename. Tap on rename and then rename it here. Or you can explore the rest of the menu there. I'm not going to show you one by one everything because it's going to take some time. All right, so the main ones here, we can also export our slides. So once we are done with our animation and all, we can export it to movie, to animated GIF, or even images. All right, so those are the ones on the left side of your screen. And at the top middle part, you'll see a few more icons there. So we have the play button, so it plays full screen. Okay, and then we have next to it is the tables, yeah, to insert if you want to insert table. The next one is inserting charts. Okay, we're not going to touch on that. You can explore on it on your own. The ones that we'll be using today will be shapes. Yeah, the one on the second one from the right at the middle part there. Okay, shapes. Yeah, we have keynote numbers, and also sorry, my Siri is responding. I didn't even mention her. Okay, so keynote numbers and also pages, they have similar icons on the screen. If you open up the other apps, you will see that the icons are quite similar. Okay, so they have a bunch of a library of shapes that we can use and manipulate. So you don't necessarily have to draw everything from scratch. Okay, so there's a lot of categories here. Okay, I will show you how we can work on animation on shapes, and you can also save it. You can also create a new shape and save it for future use as a new shape, as your own shape. Yeah. Okay, so the next one we have the media icon. So this is where you can insert photos or videos, or you can insert the camera, record audio, you can insert live video, web video, image, insert image from the in the form of image gallery. But we're not going to touch everything on this. We're going to use some of it only. All right, and at the top right side there, you can see the share button. You can actually collaborate this file with your friends or your team members. Okay, you can also send this file to other people using the share button. Okay, we have the undo and redo button next to it, and if you see the brush button, you'll be using a lot of that. That is actually an editing tool. Okay, so for everything in your slide, anything you want to edit, you use the brush button, and the menu changes based on whatever you choose from the slide. Okay, let's say now I'm not selecting anything on the slide, so the menu is for the background. Okay, if say I tap on this picture on my slide, okay, the menu changes. So we have style, image, and arrange, right? So the next one is actually other menus, and the last one is for you to, if you tap once on it, it will go to read mode only. So you can't edit anything here. You just can view. So this is just to make sure that people don't accidentally erase or move anything. Okay, and to edit, just press the button back. Okay, on the top bottom left, you see the plus button there. That's actually for you to add in more slides. Yeah, we have other themes and other templates of the slides based on the themes that you chose. All right, so let's go to the next one, using shapes. So we can actually draw things in Keynote, and I will show you the technique afterwards. But right now, I would like to share with you how we can actually use shapes in our content. Yeah. So let's see this sample scene that I've created in my content. So from here, can anyone tell me which are the shapes, which are shapes that I use from Keynote? This one, because most of them are my drawings, but some of them are actually shapes. I didn't need to draw. I just use the shapes, ready shapes from Keynote. Anyone can share if you know which are the one, or can you guess which are the ones from Keynote shapes? Yeah, sure. You're right. Circle for the sun.
Do you still need to use the audio from this one?
Yes, circle. Rectangle for the floor. You are right. Any more? Anything else? Square for the floor. That's correct. The sun, the square for the floor. And would you have guessed that actually I've used the mountains as well? Those are shapes, available shapes from Keynote. Correct, Muhammad Harith, the mountain. All right. So these are the shapes that I use from Keynote. Okay, the background with the white, with the blue background is actually the slide background. Okay, if let's say I remove, let's just let's say if I remove all this, I undo. Let's just delete or move it somewhere else. Okay, I can pinch in and pinch out my slide so that I can see the rest of the area outside the slide. Okay, let's say if I move all this, right? That's the square. All right, so we have the slide with the background, with the blue background. Okay, this one, how do I change this? Actually, without selecting any of the objects. Okay, tap on the brush icon. Okay, and then change background color. And you can use the preset or solid color or background, or I mean gradient, or also maybe image. All right. Okay, so let me just undo a little bit there. Okay, so those are shapes. And what else? Okay, in this screen, can you guess which are the shapes that I've used? Let me just enlarge it a bit. Okay, anyone can guess from this slide? Yes, JG. The water tower. That's true. Okay, so how do I use the water tower, or how do I create it? Okay, I'll just show you a bit the animation here. All right. So yes, that's the water tower that I've used, using these three shapes actually. Okay, these three shapes. So because in the shapes in the library that we have here, we don't have any water tower here. So the closest we have is actually I've used the tower itself. Okay, you can search by category, or you can just type in whatever you want and try to see if it's available. Okay, so we have tower there. There's two tower. You can use the radio tower, or you can use the radio tower. So if let's say you want to use the radio tower, all right, it's quite similar. But that's this round thing, the wave, right? I think the sound wave or something around the tower. So I don't want that. I just want the tower. So what we can do is, all right, you can just tap on it. Let me just move this a bit. Tap on this tower. Okay, go to brush and go to arrange. and break apart at the bottom, yeah. Let me just show you one more time. Brush, arrange, and at the bottom there's a menu, break apart. So you press break apart, so it breaks apart all the parts that are not connected. All right, so I can just delete all these waves. All right, and I can use this tower if I don't want to use the other tower. All right, but in this case, I use the other tower, and the other two shapes that I use is actually the square and triangle, which is coming from the basic shapes. The category, the first category, okay, the basic shapes. So I can just resize it. Okay, if I want to maintain the shape of it, I can just tap on brush and tap constraint proportion. Okay, so when I resize it or I enlarge it, it maintains the shape. If I do not tap the constraint proportion, this square can become rectangle. You see, so it can change the shape. So if I want to make sure the shape doesn't change even if I resize it, just make sure you tap on constraint proportion. Okay, so what I did was I just place it on top of the tower and put the triangle. Okay, let's just remove this constraint proportion. I want it to be shorter. All right, so just put, if it's centered, so you can see the yellow line there, so it means it's already centered with the one below it. All right, so these three, I can either group it together. Okay, what I did was I tap once and select objects, choose select objects, so I can select the other objects and press done, and you can see the menu there. So I will choose a group, so it will be grouped together. Okay, this would be useful if you want to change the color of the shapes. Let me ungroup it for a while. Okay, so if let's say I want to put the roof or the top part black, I want to maintain it black, but the body part I want to change it to something maybe silver light. Okay, and also the tower maybe darker silver. All right, so if I group this together, it will maintain the shapes, the colors. Okay, if I want to keep this shape and I want to use it later on, but the setback is that you can't actually color it separately. Yeah? So if let's say I do not need to color them separately, I can actually keep it in my shades. But what I need to do is not group it. So I'll just highlight all three, ungroup first. I'll highlight all three and then press brush and choose arrange. You see at the bottom now, you'll see a new menu there, combine shapes. So we'll choose the first one. It combines all three of the shapes. Okay, so it becomes a new shape. So if you tap on this new shape, you can see there's a menu add to shapes. So if I tap there, you see there's a new category there, my shapes. So you can add more shapes that you have created or you manipulated from other shapes. You can just put it in your own library, okay, your own shapes. All right, so that's how you work with shapes. Okay, this is actually the part where you can do it together, but I think you've already done it. That one is quite simple, so I'm going to skip that. So let's go to the next one. I've shown you how you can change the color of the shapes. So if you have the same shape, then you can actually, like this one here, okay, from the actual shape, when I select the actual shape here, mountain, let's search for mountain, okay, by default is black in color. So you can change to any color you want. The same as the one that I showed you just now. You can change into solid color or gradient. Gradient, you can have it, you can choose the color and you can also manipulate the angle, okay? And if you do it differently for the same object, it can also show some layer or some depth of the objects, all right? Okay, I'm going to leave that for you to explore. Okay, let's move on to the next one using shapes. Okay, what I've shown you so far is just change the color of the shape. But we can also combine shapes and drawings to make it look like we actually draw it ourselves. Yeah, this one, can you see the one on the right side of the slide? This shape is actually the same shape as a mountain, but I added in some border to make it look like it's being drawn, and also some shading on top to make it look like there's some snow on top of the mountain, and also some black lines there to show the shape of the mountain. Yeah, so how do I do that? So let's work on it together. So let's put in the mountain shape. You can enlarge it. Yeah, just drag any of the blue dots here. Okay, so I'm going to enlarge it like that. Okay, let's change the color to, let's say this one. This time around, I want this mountain to be green. Yeah, it's okay, green color. Okay, so now I want it to look like as if I've actually drawn it myself. So I tap on the brush button, and then tap on border. Okay, so you can actually the border color also you can change, but this time I'm gonna maintain it in black so that it matches the rest of my drawing, and I can actually change the width of the border so that it looks like it looks similar to the thickness of my pen or marker. Okay, so I'm gonna use, let's say, 5 point there. All right, so we have already the mountain that looks like it's being drawn. I just drew the mountain, but it's actually a shape. Okay, now I want to add some more. Just tap. If you don't have Apple Pencil, if you don't have an Apple Pencil, you can use this media button and go to the second last menu, drawing, and then you'll be directed to the drawing mode. Okay, you can see a lot of tools, drawing tools there. If you have an Apple Pencil, just tap on the screen and it automatically opens the drawing mode. Okay, so we have a few tools here, but we'll be using the second one. This is the first one is actually for you to scribble, and it changes your scribbling. It changes to character text. Yeah, but I'm not going to show you that. You can explore that on your own. We're going to use the second one. This one is similar to a marker. All right, and you when you tap one more time on it, you can actually see the thickness of the pen. Yeah? Okay, see, I like to use the middle one. Okay, so if let's say I draw it like that. Okay, I want to change the color to black, so just tap on black at the right side of the menu. The tool, yeah. Okay, so the second one is actually it has the it looks like pencil. So if you draw using this, let's say I use the red one, and I'll choose the thickest one. Okay, the bottom part here is actually the opacity. So if it's transparent, when I draw on something, you can see the back, yeah, something like that. Okay, and if it's solid, like this, so I can actually cover the back image. All right, so I can use eraser to erase. Okay, just like normal drawing tools, or I can use this lasso tool, the one that looks stripy over there, to just select and then tap delete. All right, so we've got crayon here, and we also have paint here. So paint here, I can use it to actually color automatically in a part where I actually draw something. So let's just draw something, a circle, let's say, but make sure the line is connected, it's closed like that. Okay, and if I tap on the paint tool, and let's say I change the color to red, I tap once inside the circle, so it colors automatically. Or this paint tool can also be used as a drawing tool by itself, like that. Okay. All right. For these are just some sample. Let me just delete this. So now we were going to work on the mountain. I want to add in some effect that shows like it's snowing on top of the mountain. All right. So if I use it, if I lessen the opacity a bit, it's going to look like it's a little bit greenish, right? So if let's say I don't want to lessen the opacity, I want to use the solid white. So I can just trace it back again up here. Okay, and maybe just do something like this, and it looks like as if the top of the mountain is actually snowing there. All right, and if let's say if I use my marker there and just draw a little bit of, so to show a little bit of the structure of the mountain. Okay, so it looks like the mountain is being actually drawn by myself, but actually we've just improvised a bit on the shapes. All right, so that's how you can use shapes. Now, we've got I think we've heard before people asking, can they use other apps and all. I think you've been explained that you can use the apps for drawing or for painting, because in Keynote the painting tool is not that extensive, but animation you'll be using Keynote, yeah. So but if you don't have other apps, or because Keynote app is actually free. You don't have to actually pay for subscription. So you can just use it. It's already, it comes with your iPad, or if you already uninstall it, you just install it back from the App Store. Yeah. Okay, so we'll use drawing and tracing. So I am actually not an artist. I don't know how to draw properly. If I draw anything myself, it will look like not that nice. It's actually quite ugly, but but I'll use this technique of tracing so that my drawing looks nicer and neater. All right. So, and I love to draw, but unfortunately, I don't have the talent for it. So what I do is I'll just use tracing technique. Like for this, for instance, you see this background here. This was the houses. I drew it actually using tracing techniques. Yeah, I actually got the picture or the image from the internet, but I improvised and I trace it back and change the colors and all. Let me see if I have the original picture here. It's not here, but okay. Never mind. For hands-on exercises, I prepared you with the girl here, right? Remember the girl that the Nisa, the name of the girl. Okay. So, all right. So let's do some hands-on exercises after this. Okay. So if you see the original picture is actually this one. This one. Let me just change the opacity to the original. Okay. So that's the original picture that I took from Safari. Yeah, I browsed the internet and got these pictures, and this one is the one that I traced. So it's actually quite similar but different. So you can actually manipulate and change the picture to your to suit your content. All right. So I've already explained this. You can access your drawing tools from the media menu. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of hands-on exercise. Just a quick one. Okay, so before you do tracing, the original picture might be like this. Yeah. Let's say I just want to maintain the left part. I double tap on this picture and just crop so that we would get distracted with the one on the right side. All right, so we are left with this. So I'm going to enlarge this so that it will be easier for me to draw. And the next thing I'll do is lower the opacity. Okay, so we'll just do the tracing. I'll just do it quickly, just for us to work on it together. Okay, so let's say I'll start with this engineer hat. All right, I can do it exactly, or I can actually change it to suit my own preference. Yeah, if let's say I want to add in some light here, I just put in something there. Okay, and I'll just do it quickly here. I'm going to connect all the lines, make sure all the lines are connected so that I can just easily color the inside of it using the paint tool. All right. I can use a different eyes. You don't have to necessarily follow exactly. Okay. That's the nose. And probably give her a little bit of smile. All right. So maybe I want to change the attire a bit. Okay. All right. All right. So let's say we're done with that. So I'm going to color the inside part. Make sure you also close even though it's outside of the slide. See down here? I have to close this area here so that when I tap using this paint tool, it automatically colors the whole object. Yeah. Okay. So let's say I'll choose pink for the shirt. Just one tap there. And make sure one tap here and one here. All right. Maybe red color for the hat. All right. Yellow for this line here, and maybe for the light I'll be using the gray part, the gray one. Okay, you can zoom in and zoom out by using your finger, pinch in, pinch out. Okay, just to make sure that you cover everything. All right, and then the hair. Let's see. Okay, and also the skin color. Let's just use this. All right, so now you have the girl in your own drawings, right? It looks similar, but it's actually different. Okay, so you can delete the actual one, or you just put aside if you don't want to delete it, if you want to still keep it. So you have your own drawing there. All right, we're done with drawings. Now, another way to use the shape or the pen tool. Okay, you remember my silhouette here? Okay, my silhouette here is actually, this one is actually the actual picture that I got from the internet. Okay, but this one is the one that I redraw. Okay, so let's just do it quickly. I'll remove this. All right, I will crop this so that we'll just focus on this one guy. All right. Okay, and again, just make sure you put it on lower opacity. Okay, so I'll do now, instead of using my pen or marker, I'll just use this paint tool. So I'll choose black and just trace back according to the shape. Hold on, we just enlarge it. So we'll just trace it back. So this will be easier. All right. Because I cannot see the bottom part, I'll just stop here. Since I'm going to use a different color for the stick or for the shovel, so I'm going to leave it. Okay. And tap on there. So we already have the guy, the silhouette guy. And don't forget the leg. Okay, don't forget the leg. All right. And now, the shovel. If let's say I'm going to leave out that dirt there. And now the stick. Okay, and the hat. There. Now we've got the silhouette guy, right? It's easy, right? So you can just do it that way as well. All right, so let's go to the next one, creating animations. Now that we've drawn our our images or illustrations, so we can add in animations to it. Okay, how do we get to animation? You tap on the image here. Let's say here, this image. You'll see there's a list of menu up there. So one of it is the animate menu. So we're going to choose that. All right, like this one here. Okay, so my sample content, this is one of the animation that I've used. Okay. All right, so this one is actually using add action feature. So when you tap on animate, let's do it together now. When you tap on the image that you want to animate or the object that you want to animate, okay, tap on the animate button. Okay, then you'll be brought to the animation mode. All right, it looks similar to the drawing mode, but with different menus. Okay, so we have add built-in, add action, and add built-out. Add built-in means the object doesn't appear at first. So when you put in animation for add built-in, it appears based on the animation that you chose. Okay, add action is for the objects that are already on the screen, but you want to add in some animation there. Okay, and add built-out means you're going to actually remove that image from the screen using animation. Okay, so let's try the first one. We are using add action. Okay, so tap on the add action button there and you'll see a list of okay, I just joined that hotspot. Okay, so you'll see a list of animations here. You can use create path. Create path is actually if you want to make sure, if you want to move the image. Okay, but I'm not going to use this. Okay, or opacity, and you can explore this, but the one I'm using here is actually bounce. Okay, when you tap on it, it shows you an example of how it looks like. So tap one more time. Let me just delete this first. Okay, add action and tap on the animation you want. Let's say here bounce, and then tap on the cross button on the left side of the screen. Okay, so it's already displayed here, and you tap one more time here and you can see there's more settings that you can edit. So you can change the duration. This one is just for 1 second. If let's say I add in for 2 seconds, so the animation will play for 2 seconds. How many bounces do you want to add? Okay, and how do you want the animation to start? If when you tap on it, or start immediately after transition. Okay, so if, let's say I start after transition and just play and see. Okay, so that's the effect. All right, so another one here we'll also be using the same one. So we don't really have to actually do it one more time. What you can do is just tap one more time on the animation there, and choose copy animation. So tap here and tap one more time and just tap paste animation. Okay, so it's already animated. If we play, you can see that, yeah, they are animated one after another, and you can see the sequence here on the top right there, like the bullet list is actually the build order. Okay, so you can set if you want it on tap or after transition, and the second one to start right after the first animation, or with. If you choose with, it will play together. All right, see, the animation will play together. If you choose after, so it plays after the first animation ends. All right, so that's add action. So let's try on the second one. The example that I have for the second one is actually add built-in. That I said earlier, you want to add in something into the slide with using animation. So in this case, I add in the flow of water using animation. Okay. So what I used was add built-in. So just go to the example sample slide that I gave you. Okay, what we'll do is just tap on the water flowing there. Okay, we will choose add built-in. This time, there's actually a lot more here. Yeah? You can explore. We even have fire, flame. Yeah? We even have twirl, spin, a lot more here. But this one, I'll be using, where is it? Wipe. Okay, I'll be using wipe. Okay, and I press the X button there, and you can actually change. Right now it's from left to right, but I can change this. I want it from top to bottom because it's flowing from top to bottom. So let's see how it looks like. All right. Okay, since there's already an animation there on the 3D object. Okay, this is a 3D object. Yeah. If let's say I move this, you can see all the angle for this 3D object. Okay, but here there's already an animation there, but I don't want it to be overlapping with the water flow that I'm animating. So just make sure to tap on brush and tap arrange. Just make sure to move the water flow to um, the most front arrangement. Yeah, move it to the front. Okay. All right. So if you play again, then you'll see your water flow there. All right, and you can also manipulate again. You can also change the duration and how you want it to start, whether on tap or start after the slide, after transition. Okay. All right. So I hope you can follow me. So I'm just going because we don't really have that much time to share everything in detail. So I'm just going to touch base the important ones, and the rest you'll have to explore. All right. Okay. So now we are going to use Magic Move. Okay, Magic Move in Keynote is actually, it helps you to actually transition your animation nicely and also simply. So you don't really have to do complex animation one by one. If you can just use Magic Move. Okay, for instance, let's take a look at this example, the one that I use in my content. So it's the change of from day to night. Okay, so I don't really have to add in so many animation here, but what I did was only 2 slides, and I just turned them into Magic Move. All right, so what I do is, okay, if you pinch in and see, there's actually the moon out of the slide there. Okay, and in the second slide, the moon is already in the slide. Okay, so what you'll do, the slide I'm showing you already has Magic Move, but the one in your workbook, I've already removed the Magic Move, so we'll just do it together. Okay, so press on the tap on the first slide. All right, and until you see this menu here, so choose transition. Okay, and add transition. So you want to choose the Magic Move transition there. Okay, so this animation is on the slide, yeah, not on the objects in the slide. So magic move. Okay, and then it will show you how it looks like. Then just press the X button there. It will say, do you want to duplicate the slide? Just say yes. Okay. All right. So in this case, I will show you if let's say you don't have the second slide there, the one, the night one. Okay. So what you'll do is the second slide that has been duplicated, we'll just manipulate that. We'll just change that. Okay. So in the second slide, this is the first slide, right? So the second slide, I'm gonna hide this sun somewhere there. I can just take it out somewhere. If sorry, I'm just gonna hide the sun there so it goes down, and I'm gonna bring down the moon and the clouds. I'm gonna remove them. Okay, I'm just take it out. All right, and then in the second slide, I want to change the background, which is the slide background, to a darker color to show it's night time. All right, so let's say gradient, dark blue, and the other one maybe even darker. All right, so just play around a bit with the angle. Okay, say like that. And we want to change to make it look like it's night time. You might want to change the color of the mountain, okay, to a darker color, say gray. You can have different shades. Maybe this one here is darker. All right, like that. And make sure to have also the ground to be darker. All right. Okay. So if let's say I want to add in some stars. Star. Maybe a small one. Sorry. I lost the star. Where is it? Just a small one, and it's supposed to be white, right? Okay, and if let's say I want to add animation for the star, animate. Remember, we just tap one more time, and it goes to go to animation mode. So I'm gonna add built-in. I'm gonna make this shimmer. Where's shimmer? Okay, here. Shimmer, okay. So, all right. So when I'm done with that, press done. Okay, so we'll play for the first slide. All right. Play the first slide. And when it goes to the second slide, okay, something wrong there because I think the layer that we used. Okay, hold on. Let me just delete this. All right. Play one more time. Okay. And remember the star, I just tap on it and it shows like the star is shimmering on the sky. All right, so that's how you can use Magic Move. Actually, if you explore further, there's a lot more things that you can do with Magic Move. So for instance here, another example I have here, remember in my content, we have this people, the villagers all coming in from left and right. Okay, so I didn't have to, oops, hold on. Keynote just kicked me out. Let's just get back. I think the animation is a little bit heavy. So no worries. You just go back in. Hold on, yeah, it's loading. While waiting for it to load, maybe you can just try out the animations I've shown you earlier. Okay, it's here. All right, let's go back to where we were. This is where we were, okay. So I only used 2 slides here, so I don't have to put in a lot of animations. I just use the Magic Move. Okay, in this case, how do I do it? Okay, just pinch in and you can see actually those people actually outside the slide here. Okay, on the left and on the right. Okay, let me just delete the arrow. I just wanted to show you there are more things outside the slide, so I put in the red arrow. All right, so just leave it is. Okay, done. All right, and then what we'll do is we add in transition, magic move. We've got about half an hour more. I think I have to go faster. Okay, so magic move and then duplicate, yes. So when it duplicates the second slide, you just put in these people inside. Okay. All right, so when you play from the first slide, you'll see that it's smoothly animated by magic move. Right, so that's another way to use magic move. Okay, so let's go to the next one. In Keynote, you can also create animated GIF. Remember the animation that I have, the guy pumping water from the well, right? This one. Okay, this is using animated GIF. And also this lady talking to the crowd. You see the movement of the mouth. All right, so to make it easier and faster for you, I've already put in the slides there. So what you have to do is actually make sure each slide has the movement that you need. Like for instance, this one, I want it to be like, it looks like he is pumping and you can see the water flowing out. All right. So this slide from 43 to 48 for me, yours would be different based on your workbook. Okay, what we'll do is just tap on one slide with one finger. Don't lift your finger. Just use another finger and tap on the rest of the slide until all slides are selected there. And we go to the brush button and change background to no fill. Yeah, make sure no fill. Don't choose black. Okay, it looks black, but it's actually no fill there. All right. So what we can do now is go to the menu up here, export. Okay, choose animated GIF. So you need to know which slide you want to convert. So for me, it's 43 to 48. So 43 to 48 here. Okay, this one is how fast the animation you want it to be. So let's just try half a second, yeah, from one movement to another. And make sure you just choose XL so that your animated GIF looks nicer and sharper. All right, so let's just continue and save image. Okay, when you save image, it goes to your photos. So you can put in, let's say I put in one slide. Let's just put it here. Okay, go to the media menu, choose photo or video, and it's already in your, it's already in your photos. Yeah, just put in, then you can just play. All right, so it's animated. So you can try out with the second one, the movement of the mouth. It's actually the same. You can actually change a bit, maybe the flow of her hair. But in this case, I just changed the movement of the mouth and export it to animated GIF using the same technique just now. And you can just use it and to show that this woman is actually talking, the animation of a person talking. All right. Other than that, Keynote now you can now actually use insert 3D objects in Keynote, which is interesting, because previously this was not possible. Yeah, we have everything was 2D. Now we can actually have some 3D images in Keynote as well. So in this case, let's say this one I've downloaded from Sketchfab. Yeah, let's just go to Safari. Okay, so you can download from Sketchfab, or you can explore the app Reality Composer. It's a free app from Apple for you to create 3D objects. Okay, you can compose, or you can create your own 3D objects. So in this case, I just took it from Sketchfab. Sketchfab, yeah. Okay, Sketchfab. There's a lot of 3D images here, depending. Okay, let's say I tap on tap. Okay, so they have a lot of some needs to be purchased, and you can actually choose the one with free standard, but make sure you know what's the requirement from the author, or the type of license, yeah, because some of the license, I'm just going to choose this. All right, and downloadable. If you want it to be animated, you can choose animated. All right, so if let's say here we have this, you can just tap on it and you can view the 3D model and how it's animated. Okay. Okay, you can move it around so you can see from all angle. All right, and if you want to download it, just tap on the button download 3D model here. Okay, and download it and save it in your choose the USDZ file, usdz.usdz. Okay, for instance here, this is the one I downloaded. Okay, tap water dripping loop. All right, so and then I imported it and put it in here using this menu. Sorry, not photo video. Using this menu, insert from. Okay, and share, yeah. Okay, the one I've already downloaded, so just open it. So there it is. Okay, I can just move it around here, but if you play this slide, you can't see the movement there, but you can just see the water dripping because it's already in the animation. But how you can manipulate it, remember how it looks like in my content? What I did was I duplicate, or I can use the transition magic move. Okay, magic move transition. Oh, this is already magic move here. Okay, so what I do is I duplicate this slide. Okay, there's already a magic move animation there, transition there. Okay, so in the second slide, I'll just move around the object. Okay, so when you play from the first slide to the second slide, it transitions the object, and you can see the object actually move around from. You can see the angle, so it looks. You can see the 3D part of it. All right. So if you notice here, I put in acknowledgement for the author. Okay, just make sure you acknowledge the actual author. All right. So other than that, you can insert audio, record your voice, and also export to iMovie. Okay, so the menu here will be, it's the same menu, yeah, the media menu. If let's say you want to insert from, I've shown you insert from, you can also record audio. Okay, I'm not sure if it works here. Hello. Okay, insert. You probably couldn't hear it because I'm sharing the screen, and the audio didn't work earlier, right? So, but this is how you actually include your audio. All right, and you manage when it comes out just by using the animation feature as well. All right, tap on anything there and tap animate. Okay, you can check here. There's already an audio there. You can play it after transition or play it on tap. All right. And if you have more than one animation, you can arrange the build order. Okay, so other than that, we have we have to export this. The animation that we've done, we'll need to export it into a movie format so that we can edit it in iMovie. So let's just do it. I think I have some here for you. Okay, let's just export slide. I'm not sure what slide is it for you, but the one right after using iMovie. Okay, the one that transitions from day to night. Just export that. For me, it's 59 to 60. So I'm just going to tap export movie. Okay, slide range 59 to 60. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to convert these two slides into movie, and you have to check here. Just put 0 here and go to next slide after 5 seconds, meaning after the first slide, you wait for 5 seconds for you for it to go to the next slide. So I don't want it to be that long. I'm just going to change it maybe just 2 seconds there. Okay, resolution, I usually just choose 720, not too big, not too small, but it's up to you. If you want a higher quality, you can choose the bigger ones. Okay, so I press export and it goes to your it will go to your photos, yeah, save video. All right, so let's export one more here. We'll have these two, 61 and 62. Let's export that to movie as well. Okay, for me it's 61, 62. You can check your slide number on your workbook. So 61 to 62. All right, this is the one where you can see the animation of the 3D object. All right, so export. Okay, we have that video in our photos. And the other one is the one that already added animation bouncing. So if you play this slide, you see the girl actually bouncing happily. Yeah, she seems very happy because the water starts flowing. All right, so just export this because this already has animation in it. So I'll just export this slide only, just one slide. So slide range is 63 to 63. Okay, export, continue, and save video. Right, so now that we have those video, let's open our iMovie now. Okay. All right, so when you open iMovie, for instance, like this one, I do in this iPad, I don't have any files created yet, so it's empty here. If you've already used iMovie before, you might see your past projects here. But for here, from here, actually, you can see there's Magic Movie, there's Storyboard, and also Movie. You can explore the first two later, but today we're going to look at creating movie here. So the third one, right? So tap on the third one, and you'll choose create movie. Okay, and choose video. All right, recently added. Tap on recently added. Right, so choose the one that we have exported from day to night. Tap plus. So it goes into your iMovie timeline. All right, so for iMovie, you can actually import, or you can import movie videos. You can import images, still images, but you cannot import animated GIF. Yeah, animated GIF, you have to convert it to movie first, then only you can import it into iMovie. All right, so here we've see, if you take a look at iMovie, the look and feel is a bit different. Okay, and when you tap on the video, what do you call this video timeline, yeah, if you move to the left or to the right, you can see then you can see there's some editing tools there. We've got actions, you can split and also duplicate. If I split, if let's say I put here, I split the file, so it comes to two videos there, two clips there. Okay, if I duplicate, it duplicates the same clip next to it. All right, and I can change the speed. If let's say this one, when we play, it's like that, it's just slow. Let's just change back here. Okay, if I play this one, so this is the pace of it. Okay, if I feel that it's a bit too slow, I can just make it faster. Or if it's too fast, I can just make it slower using the speed menu there. Okay, I can also freeze it somewhere in between. Let's say I want to stop it here somewhere because maybe I have an audio and audio is still going on, so I don't want the animation to end before the audio ends. So I'll just add in freeze there so that the video looks longer. Okay, and then you can just press reset just to go back to the actual one. Okay, and can we add in titles there? Okay, let's say here village. Okay, and you can change the color of the text. All right, you can explore further on this one, and you can also add some filter. Say if I want it to look like some cartoonish kind of drawings, yeah, or maybe like black and white for recall the past events and everything. All right, so those are the features you can use. And now you can also record audio, but I'm pretty sure I cannot record it because right now I'm actually streaming to you. So but how you do it is actually just make sure where you want your voice to be recorded. Okay, let's say it's this point here, so make sure you stop there and tap on the record button there. Tap record. Okay, so start recording your voice and then stop, and you can review again. If it's okay, you can accept, or if it's not okay, you can retake or you can cancel. So if let's say I accept, so now we have a video clip there with a voice added there. All right, so let's add in the other two videos. Okay, this one. All right, just press on one more time. I'll show you. Tap on it and press the plus button. Okay, All right, so you see there's an animation there. Okay, so here at the same time, I actually want to show the girl feeling happy when the water comes out from the tap. So I'm going to add in as, don't tap the plus button, but I'm going to tap on the three dots button. I'm going to add in as split screen. So it looks like this. All right, so the girl, this is happening at the same time. Yeah, so the water gushing out from the pipe and the girl and jumping happily. All right, and if let's say here I want to add in some sound effect. Okay, so tap on audio here, audio down here, and then sound effects. There's a whole bunch of sound effects ready in iMovie. Same goes to the soundtracks. So those who are asking if you can get the you can actually use the music from YouTube and all, I would highly recommend you to use the ones that they are in Magic in iMovie or GarageBand, or create your own music using GarageBand. Okay, so it will be your own music. It will be your own original content. Yeah. Okay. And if you're not being careful, if you take the music from YouTube and all, sometimes YouTube will block your video from being displayed. Okay, because there's some copyright issue there. Okay, so let's say I want to add in some sound effect of say kids cheering. Okay, just tap one more time there, and you can hear I'm not sure, I don't hear the sound right now, but just press plus button there and it goes into your content there. So at the same time you the animation plays there, you can also there's also a sound effect of kids cheering. All right, and you can stop there. And if let's say I want to end it early, I tap on this audio and tap volume, tap fade, and I can trim there. So it will fade out the sound nicely. Okay. Other than that, I can also add in some music background using soundtracks. So if let's say I'm choosing this one, I'm not sure because I can't really hear the sound right now. So I just tap plus button, it goes as a background music there. So in iMovie, when you put it as background music, it automatically slows down when there's audio. Like for instance, here there's recording here, right? So if you play the music or play the video, the front part from here to here, the sound of the background is loud. But when there's an audio there, it will automatically lower down the background music. Okay, so it won't disturb your the sound of your narration and all. Okay, so I think iMovie, that's about it. You can explore further for more for other features. Okay, when you're done, just tap on done button, and then you can change. You can rename this. Okay, I'll just put here demo here, and tap enter. And when you want to export it, this one is still in iMovie project file. Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to export it into movie. Just tap the share button here, share video. Okay, make sure you choose the correct options. So here, if you want it to be a smaller file, a smaller size, just choose a smaller one, but I'm going to maintain 720 HD. Yeah? So save video. When you save video, it exports to movie and it saves in your photo library. Okay, so that's it for iMovie. Before we end the session, I just want to show you a little bit more on other apps that we can use. Okay, okay, yeah. Remember someone mentioned about subtitles, yeah? So we can use, you can actually use Clips. So Clips is another movie editing tool, movie editing app, all right? But it has different features in a sense of, okay, it has different features in a sense where you can actually, okay, when it opens, it opens directly at the camera. So you have to be careful if you share with other people. To make sure you look decent, and and then only you open the clips file. Okay, so it opens automatically opens the camera. Okay, so what we want to do, if you want to edit, let's say you remember the video that we've just exported just now, I would like to edit and put in subtitles. Or when you record, say here, when you see what you see on the right side. Okay, the first one is actually flash and And the second one is to just snap a picture. Okay, and when you snap a picture, it goes into, okay, hold on. And then the red button is actually to record. So if I hold the button there to record, hello, I'm using clips right now, right? So it automatically plays the clip just now down here. You see? And you can play again. It's taking some time to load. Okay, it's not cooperating with me right now. But in the clips, once you're done, you can add in effects such as filter, all right, and also speech. Okay, this one is the one for the subtitle. All right, live titles. They call it live titles. So you can add in live titles there. I'm not sure if I can show you. I can show it to you right now because the one that I've recorded doesn't come out. Let's just try. Let me just leave the app first and come back. Clips. Okay, I think we lost that clip just now. Let's try again. Okay, let's try again with using clip apps. Stop. Okay, now you can see the video. So this is what I've recorded. Okay, so using the effects of live titles, you can actually hold on, yeah. I'm not sure, maybe because the audio is not working right now. But if you add in live titles, if let's say you use add in live titles and you record a new one, make sure you choose live titles here. Okay, and you can choose the language there. See, English, or if you have. Yeah, because right now we are sharing this my screen here, so it might not work right now, but you can explore it for after this. Yeah, you can choose live titles and then start recording. Okay, let's try record again. I hope the live title works. Let's see if it works. Okay, I think it's not detecting because the audio doesn't work right now. But what you can do is while you're recording, you just select the live titles and you can choose the language and you can edit if let's say there's a typo there, anything, you can edit the live titles there. So this is how you can use the subtitles, okay? And there's more features like stickers. So clips is actually for more fun editing. Yeah, you've got stickers, animated stickers. You can add in emojis. All right. And let's say I have already, let's just remove this first. Delete clip. Delete. If you remember my content, the earlier part or the intro part was actually done in clips. So what I did was I used posters here. Yeah, from this menu, use posters. So there's a lot of posters template there. The one that I choose has animation, so I don't remember which one, and we cannot see, it's not loading yet. I hope it's loading. Okay, it loads. All right, so let's just choose, for example, remember the one that I use is this one, True Love. Okay, so it's gonna download it for a while. So you just have to be patient. I hope the internet is cooperating with us today. It's taking a bit. It's downloading, but it's taking a long time. So let's just try something simpler. Maybe this one. It's taking some time. So what you do is actually you open it and then you can change the text and you have to use the record button again. Okay, because if you don't use the record button, it's not recorded. Once you see it's being displayed in the timeline down here, then only it means you've already recorded it. Okay, I can't really show you, it's not cooperating right now. So, but what we can do is we can try to remember we've added in the videos. Okay, add, Add to projects. All right. Yeah. I'm just trying to add the photos, the video that we've done. Okay. I think the sorry. The internet is not really cooperating today. I'm terribly sorry for that. But you can explore clips further, and maybe if you want to learn more about clips, you can visit our website, Apple Professional Learning Malaysia YouTube channel. Okay, just search for Apple Professional YouTube channel. I'll just open there, and you can find a lot of tutorials there. We've been doing a lot of sharings there. Okay, Apple. I think it's APLM. No. APL Malaysia. Okay, so it's APL Malaysia. All right, and don't forget to subscribe to it, and then you can just browse through and see a lot of sharing that we've done before. With most of the skills are also being shared here. All right. So another thing that I want to show you is GarageBand. This one you can also try to find. We will have problem accessing to this as well because the sound is not working right now. So I'll just show you a little bit on what is GarageBand all about. So it's actually an app where you can actually compose music using tracks or digital instruments. Yeah, if you're good with music, you know how to play music, then it'll be easy for you to use this app. Okay, or you can use the live loops where there's already ready-made music loops, so you can just mix and match and create a new music, and it will actually create a new nicely crafted music automatically for you. All right, and so you can explore further on GarageBand here. I can't really show you that much on GarageBand, but if you browse through our YouTube channel, you can also find a lot of sharing sessions on GarageBand as well. Okay, so far I think I've covered the important ones for Keynote and iMovie. Any questions? Any questions from the participants so far? All right. Do we have any questions? Anything about? Let me just check and see the YouTube channel. Okay, I think the questions for any specific apps need to use for the animation, I think it has been answered, and we've already mentioned it before. For the animation, you need to use Keynote, yeah, because then it will provide you the same platform for everyone to actually, work on the animation fairly, right? Because it requires the same effort. Okay, but you can use other apps as well for the drawings and maybe for the painting, because in Keynote, the drawing and painting part is a little bit limited compared to some other apps. If you've heard about, I'm not sure if this iPad has freeform app, you can actually, there's more drawing tools in freeform as well, and you can actually draw there and save it as an image and just drag and drop it into Keynote as well. Okay. Do you have any other question? Okay, so I think that's about it. And anything more to add by the organizer? Can create animation opening in the Flipper and then export in Keynote? I think we've already answered this question earlier. Flipper clip is not allowed. Okay. Yes, actually, you can use a lot of things. You can just create it using Keynote, or you can use clips. If you explore further, you can find a lot of interesting tools and also features in Keynote and clips, right? So, any other questions so far? Okay, I think we're about, that's about it. I thought we wouldn't have enough time, but we've got actually more time because some of the sharing we can't really proceed because of the audio technical issues there. But I'm sure you guys can actually if you have any more questions or anything else after this, you can just post it in the Telegram group, and we'll try to help you from there. Right? Okay. So I hope this session is helpful. Before we end the session, I would like to get all of you to, if you could answer a survey for me. This one is a feedback for me myself. This will be sent to Apple, and it's for me to actually improve on my session. All right. So before we end, can we take probably about a few 1 minute or two to just answer the survey, and then I'll pass it back to the moderator. There's also the Google form being shared in the chat, YouTube chat, so you can fill in the Google form as well for your e-cert, right? Okay. So with that, I end my session and I pass it back to our moderator, Miss Radhatul Aish. Okay. Back to you, Radhatul.
Thank you, Pak Asmati, for answering these questions. Now, that is the end of the digital animation workshop. But before that, Sekolah Sri Puchiri would like to convey our gratitude to Pan Asmawati for amazing input today. Thank you so much, Pan Asmawati, for making your time to conduct this workshop for us. Sekolah Sri Puchiri also would like to thank all of you who are joining and supporting this program. A reminder to all participants to fill in the Google form as a sign of attendance, as you will receive a digital certificate for attending this workshop. With that, all the best for the competition, and don't forget to check on the submission date and for the announcement of the winners. Take care and goodbye.